Hello, knowledge seekers. In this episode of 20-Minute Books, we delve into the world of effective communication with 5 stars by Carmine Gallo. Gallo, an esteemed author and communication advisor to powerhouse companies such as Google, Coca-Cola, and LinkedIn, offers readers a comprehensive guide to mastering the art of persuasion. In 5 stars, he marries rigorous scientific research with riveting historical examples, crafting a manual that promises to transform the way you convey ideas, ensuring they're not only heard but resonate deeply with your audience. This book is a treasure trove for anyone eager to hone their communication skills, from entrepreneurs seeking to amplify their brand message to team leaders aiming to inspire and mobilize their workforce. Gallo's insights are grounded in a wealth of experience, and his renowned books, Talk Like Ted and The Storyteller's Secret, echo his credentials, having already established bestseller status. Through Gallo's expert lens, 5 Stars becomes more than just a book. It's a pivotal tool for those who understand that the ability to persuade is often the dividing line between success and failure in both personal and professional realms. Join us as we summarize the unparalleled techniques and strategies that have helped countless individuals not just reach but exceed their communication goals. 5 stars, the communication secrets to get from good to great. Introduction. Unlock the power of persuasion through masterful communication. Imagine possessing the extraordinary ability to sway opinions, shape decisions, and inspire action with nothing more than the right words. This isn't a skill reserved for smooth-talking politicians or silver-screen protagonists. It's an invaluable, learnable art of persuasion that can transform the effectiveness of anyone with a vision or a valuable idea. Whether you're crafting the next disruptive startup pitch or aiming to stand out in the competitive job market, your success leans heavily upon your capability to articulate your message convincingly. What defines truly great communication? It's not just about stringing together fancy words or reciting facts. It's about connecting with your audience on a deeper level and compelling them to see the world through your lens. Throughout this exploration, we'll uncover insights from some of the past century's most influential speakers, icons like John F. Kennedy and Winston Churchill, who were masters of weaving words into a rich tapestry that captivated hearts and minds. As we delve into the essence of persuasive communication, you'll discover the magnetic pull of storytelling during job interviews, learn why NASA's techniques could refine your messages, and understand the importance of clarity so fundamental that even a fifth grader can comprehend your narrative. Embrace these lessons, and you too could craft dialogues and documents that don't just inform but resonate and persuade. Part 1. Aim high, but aim precisely. The power of a single, tangible goal. Cast your mind back to the monumental day in 1969 when astronaut Neil Armstrong planted his boots onto the lunar surface. This was not just a leap for mankind, but a pinnacle achievement that resulted from precise communication and unwavering resolve. At the heart of this historic triumph was the art of effective communication, as demonstrated by then U.S. President John F. Kennedy. In the 1960s, Kennedy was not merely a leader, he was a communicator extraordinaire, able to inspire the collective effort of thousands of individuals at NASA and rally an entire nation behind the awe-inspiring goal of space exploration. His eloquence did more than share a vision. It invoked passion and action. Kennedy's greatness in oration lay in his adherence to a clear and focused strategy, emphasizing one singular goal. Rather than scatter the focus across multiple ambitions, Kennedy homed in on the straightforward yet audacious objective of sending a man to the moon and ensuring his safe return. Such simplicity and clarity in purpose is essential. Cluttered minds spread themselves too thin, but a unified direction channels collective effort towards a shared victory. Moreover, Kennedy harnessed an ability to crystallize broad and lofty aspirations into concrete metrics. Abstract goals can hover like distant stars, beautiful to imagine, impossible to reach. By delivering a bold commitment to Congress in 1961, Kennedy grounded NASA's aspirations in a concrete target: a manned moon landing within the decade. Solidifying a dream within the parameters of time and tangible achievement is a lesson in communication efficacy. When setting goals, whether in leading a team or charting your personal endeavors, remember the Kennedy approach. Aim for a singular, concrete, and time-bound goal. It carves the path from the ephemeral to the attainable, guiding your audience or team with a clarity that ignites momentum and fosters achievement. Set your ambitions not just in the stars, but with a precise landing point in sight. Part 2. Land your dream job by weaving your experiences into captivating stories. Imagine walking into an interview and leaving your potential employers not just convinced of your technical wizardry, but utterly spellbound by the tale of who you are. This is exactly what software engineer Hasib Qureshi achieved, and his method can work for anyone, in any field. Despite having only a year of coding experience, no computer science degree, and competing against younger talent, Qureshi secured lucrative job offers from technology heavyweights such as Google and Airbnb. The secret ingredient? Masterful storytelling during his interviews. To turn heads and open doors in your career, follow Qureshi's lead and become the protagonist of your own professional narrative. It's not enough to simply list achievements and skills. Your stories should paint a vivid picture of your journey, complete with motivations, challenges, and personal growth. Consider framing your tale with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Make your motivations understandable and your challenges compelling. When asked about solving a technical problem, for instance, Qureshi didn't resort to jargon-filled explanations. Instead, he recounted an adventure of overcoming obstacles, portraying himself as a relentless hero determined to evolve through adversity. To charm interviewers with your saga, practice is paramount. Anticipate potential questions and craft story-based responses. Record yourself recounting these tales to friends, listen to the playback, and solicit their insights. By refining your narratives and delivery, you're essentially rehearsing for success. Practice paid off handsomely for Qureshi, who wasn't just offered a job. He was offered a starting salary of $250,000 at Airbnb. His experience is a testament to the power of personal storytelling. If you can capture the essence of your achievements and wrap them in stories that resonate, you don't just communicate your qualifications. You create an indelible impression that can lead to desirable outcomes and substantial financial rewards. Part 3. Boost the impact of your presentations with brevity and visuals. Consider the challenge NASA faces. Not only must they push the boundaries of human knowledge through space exploration, but they must also secure the enthusiasm and financial support of the public. To ignite and maintain this crucial public interest, NASA has become adept not just at exploring the stars, but at the art of presentation. Let's look at how NASA's presentation skills, designed to captivate and educate, can be an inspiration for all communicators. Embrace brevity as a cornerstone of effective presentations. NASA's communication approach includes keeping press conferences concise and packed with substance. Take, for example, the announcement of several Earth-sized exoplanets in 2017, compacted into a succinct 18-minute briefing. There's wisdom in this brevity. A deluge of details can overwhelm listeners, resulting in a cognitive overload where they can no longer absorb new information effectively. By keeping presentations between 15 to 20 minutes, you hold attention and avoid the pitfall of becoming tedious. To truly elevate your presentation skills to NASA's level, don't forget the impact of visuals. As NASA liberally shares striking photos and videos from their space missions with the public, they demonstrate an understanding that visual imagery dramatically increases information retention. Research indicates while only around 10% of spoken information is recalled later, pairing the same information with an image can boost recall to an impressive 65%. This is because visuals stimulate more senses, enriching the memory trace of the information presented. So, when you're next tasked with a presentation, remember, keep it short and sweet and complement your words with pictures or diagrams. By marrying brevity to visually compelling content, you bolster your odds of leaving a lasting impression. Your ideas deserve not only to be heard but also remembered. Let the dual forces of succinctness and imagery make that a reality. Part 4. Transform good teams into exceptional ones through effective communication. Google, a beacon of innovation in the tech world, attracts immense talent eager to be part of something grand. Yet, within their own high-caliber ranks, they sought to discern what makes some teams outshine others, what elevates a team from good to exceptional. In pursuit of this knowledge, Google embarked on a research odyssey in 2012, hoping to harness these insights to craft even stronger teams internally. Contrary to expectations that it was the individual members who made the team, the research revealed a strikingly different story. It wasn't the who that was pivotal, but the how, the nature of communication within the team. The researchers unearthed three critical characteristics that distinguished the most successful teams at Google. To start, they noted a shared sense of psychological safety. In these high-functioning teams, each member felt secure, unafraid to take risks or appear vulnerable amongst their peers. Openness was not just tolerated, but celebrated. Then came clarity. The elite teams at Google knew exactly where they were headed, with each individual keenly aware of their specific role and the collective goals they strived to achieve. Ambiguity was the enemy, while precision in understanding was an ally. Lastly, the concept of impact emerged as a vital component. These teams harbored no doubts about the significance of their work. They knew they were making a difference, contributing to the broader ambitions of the organization. For leaders and team builders aiming to harness the formidable power of communication, the lessons from Google's findings are clear. Create an environment ripe for personal storytelling. Encourage vulnerability and sharing, fostering a workspace where psychological security thrives. In tandem, define roles and objectives unambiguously. Chart a clear pathway towards shared success, ensuring every team member sees the signposts along the journey. Finally, help individuals recognize the importance of their contributions, linking their efforts to the overarching success of the company. By cultivating these conditions through thoughtful communication, you'll not only build a successful team, but a sanctuary of creativity, innovation, and shared ambition. Give your team the voice, vision, and validation to propel from the good to the greatness that awaits. Part 5. Invoke emotion in your origin story to create a lasting impact. Picture a quiet track in Oregon where the inception of a global brand like Nike springs to life, not from a boardroom, but from the frustration of a running coach named Bill Bowerman over his athletes' slippery shoes. Armed with a waffle iron and sheer determination, he casts the prototype for a shoe sole that became synonymous with innovation. This tale, steeped in trials and triumphs, taps into a potent communicative force, pathos. The emotional appeal or pathos of Nike's origin story resonates deeply, stirring inspiration and admiration. Nike knows the weight such a story carries and ensures it's a cornerstone of their corporate narrative. By recounting the tale of Bowerman's relentless experimentation, alongside the poignant memory of Steve Prefontaine's tragic end, Nike galvanizes its employees with fervor and pride. Pathos works wonders because it connects with the core of our being, where stories of struggle and overcoming resonate with the tune of human existence. These rags to riches sagas captivate us because they mirror our intrinsic belief that life is punctuated by battles and victories. Psychologists pinpoint struggle as an integral part of the human narrative. It's more than an interest. It's a necessity for our brains that seek to ascribe meaning to adversity. Stories sculpted from hardship are not merely remembered, they're etched into our consciousness. This is all the more potent when robust neurological evidence suggests that tales involving struggle are encoded more indelibly in our memories. Thus, when shaping your own origin story or your brand's history, don't shy away from the hurdles you've faced. Draw from your adversities, your bold stands against the odds, the defining setbacks that led to breakthroughs. These aren't just chronicles of past events. They are the mortar that binds your audience's loyalty, trust, and belief in your journey. In weaving your narrative, let pathos be your guide. It fuels the connection between your story and your listeners, ensuring that your brand or personal history isn't just shared but felt. By doing so, you etch your endeavor into the hearts of your audience, making them not just observers but champions of your cause. Part 6. Cultivate clarity in your words to amplify your message. Ernest Hemingway's legendary prose cut across the literary grain, proving that simplicity speaks volumes. His works, of Nobel-worthy stature and adored generations over, unfurl in a language straightforward enough for the young mind of a fifth grader to navigate. His writing held a profound lesson for anyone striving to communicate effectively. Simplicity is genius. In your quest to connect with your audience, resist the allure of linguistic complexity. Remember that a longer word is not intrinsically superior. It may just add to the confusion. This principle holds true regardless of whether you're guiding a team, pitching to investors, or instructing eager minds. The content that resonates most usually sits comfortably at a 10th grade comprehension level, accessible, relatable, and clear. The fear that simplicity might water down content is unfounded. In fact, research suggests that as the reading level of any content climbs, its clarity often diminishes, muddying the waters of understanding. A higher grade level of writing does not equate to higher quality. Sometimes it only serves to erect barriers. This ethos of embracing brevity over verbosity was shared by one of history's greatest orators, Winston Churchill, who favored shorter, older words of the English language for their power and heritage. Simplicity in language has stood the test of time, facilitating connection and understanding. Conveying your ideas within an optimal communicative range can empower your narratives. Unlock this range by employing tools such as the Readability Index, which measures how easily your message can be grasped by your intended audience. With resources like the Hemingway app, named after the literary master of straightforward storytelling, crafting clear and impactful prose is at your fingertips. So when you next craft a message intended to inspire, instruct, or influence, let simplicity be your guiding star. Through this focus on clarity, your words will not just speak but echo, resonating deeply and widely with your audience. Final summary. In the essence of great communication lies the craft of storytelling, a method not just to convey ideas, but to resonate deeply with your audience. Engaging narratives often draw upon the trials and triumphs that shape an individual or a brand, creating an emotional connection through shared experiences of struggle and victory. When presenting your vision or knowledge, remember that conciseness is your ally. Brief presentations, infused with evocative imagery, ensure that your message is not only received but also retained. Captivate your listeners not with an overload of information, but with targeted, poignant insights complemented by visuals. And in the pursuit of clarity, simplicity stands as a cornerstone. Messages delivered in uncomplicated, easily digestible language have the power to cut through the noise and reach your audience effectively. As demonstrated by the eloquence of Hemingway's writing and Churchill's oratory, the most ancient and shortest words often leave the most enduring impact. In summary, to become a truly great communicator, weave your ideas into tangible stories, keep your presentations to the point and visually engaging, and embrace the use of simple language. This triad of communication will not only elevate your message, but will also make it more persuasive and memorable to those who hear it. Thank you for joining me today on this journey of learning and discovery as we explored the insights of another thought provoking book in our growing library of knowledge. If you've enjoyed our time together, please take a moment to follow our podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and share 20-minute books with other knowledge seekers. Your support truly means a lot. Don't forget to join me again in the next episode, where we will delve into another enriching book. Until then, happy reading and happy listening.